defines my name. DNA of King James, Kenneth St. Michael, polygamous minded, 7 wives.
Playoff football has come to Northeast Ohio at Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns. Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Unlock right. Here we go.
On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
At the 47-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's Sanders. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
7-yard line.
18, Rodgers, 82. Cougar 19.
Play action. It's Sanders. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
What an advantage having a elite guy to build a defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun on third down, Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
A 43-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. looking to put a drive together. Back to throw, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pass caught right side by Taylor. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here we go.
Fields. Unable to find Allen Lazard. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like it marched to the end zone instead of a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go. 321.
Fields now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Somebody got to do it. Come on, put up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off, turn the TV off.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Sanders. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
From the shotgun, Sanders. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Even against double coverage, he got enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
That is caught. Nice footwork at the 25. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Cleveland. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, it's Hall. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, 46 yards. And the Jets are back within a score.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
65 cash, 65. Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Check.
Throwing, Sanders. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Sanders. Into the ship, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
11. Here we go.
Here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
He's into space past the 25. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10.
3-19,
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Ready.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And that is taken in by Njoku. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Sanders. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
2nd and 10.
Go! Cougar 19.
To throw is Sanders. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again, it's Sanders. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point, and now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
First down, right back to Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This a 2nd and 8.
Extend.
Now it's Fields. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there. They turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, 10. Move your 10. Move your 10.
Now Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam! Puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
319, Delta.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. He's got his target. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, shot.
They'll run with Hall. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 319, just that. Right.
Looking to throw. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Drive about to get started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
Ready up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready. Hop 70. Hop 70. Let go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Alert! Alert! Viking 18! Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's Sanders. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Good. 3-9.
They throw it out right complete. Shrugs him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Here's first down.
Here we go.
Now Fields.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. All eyes on Fields. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
19-18. Tight. 19 tight.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, got us beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide.